Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me here. Now today I'm just going to do a very quick tour of the vegetable garden and show you some of the disasters. It's been a really challenging season. I've had a problem, I've sprained my ankle, and so this year when I was hoping to grow 80% of my fresh produce, this happened and I have not been able to keep on top of things. It's really been a setback this year, but there's always next year. I'm laughing because I'm actually quite upset and I'm trying to laugh just to make myself feel better, as there's been a disaster in the garden this year. Follow me. So the first disaster has been just over here. This was all planted with corn. You can see some just here. A few days ago I noticed they've all been chomped off there. I don't know if it's a rabbit, a deer, a mouse, I have no idea. So that's a disaster. So we've been harvesting potatoes. Whoops, just mind the bees. We've been harvesting potatoes for some time now, Charlotte potatoes, and the yield has been average. However, today I was harvesting some here. It's quite messy. And what did I discover? But look, this is just heartbreaking. Obviously a rodent has been eating these. I found most of them in a pile here, so I know it's a rodent because a rodent would be, I'm suspecting a rat, to be honest, because I feel that they would be the only ones that would pile them all up and chomp on them there. I'm so upset. I don't know what to do with this. A few years ago this happened. I went to harvest all my potatoes and I went through an entire row and every plant was demolished by rodents. So I don't know what to do, because this lot here are Charlottes and I'm going to harvest the rest of these today. But some of these are earlies and some are second earlies and main crops, and I'm really worried, thinking, well, are they just going to eat their way through all of these? I really don't know what to do. They're all heritage varieties. I'm really disappointed. This is an example. So over here, I'm about to harvest some, but this is what I'm coming up against. Look, there's just potatoes chomped on the surface. Another one, another one, another one. It's so disappointing. They're just eating through my entire crop. Look. So what do I do? Let's harvest this here. Do I just cut my losses and harvest the whole lot? I mean, I get some beauties like that. There's a few here. I fear that where I'm harvesting them, it's just going to send the rodents in that direction. Now what I did do here is, this is the area where all I did was earthed it up with grass clippings, a bit of leaf mould and a tiny bit of compost. There's another one. And I don't know if that's actually been part of the problem. Has this just been the perfect sort of conditions for rodents to come and get their teeth into? I don't know. Also, it's been an incredibly dry year. So, we're in a shower right now. This is the first rain we've had in absolutely ages. Is that why? I'm just going to move on from here, because up the top here, you'll have to excuse the mess a bit. Like I say, I've not been able to keep on top of things because I've had this sprained ankle. Tomatoes, these were some last minute tomatoes I put in, but even the tomatoes, I'm coming out and finding tomatoes eaten. Now I don't know what's eating these. I think we've got a little family of moorhens, and I do keep finding one over here. I don't know if it's that. I did just spot a young pheasant. Is it that? Or again, is it a rodent? I don't know. It's very much like hard work this year. I will show you some success stories. So the polytunnel has done really well. In fact, let's just move this box. So we've had a crop of apricots on here. That's been great. The tomatoes in here are doing okay. This polytunnel, we haven't had it long. It's not going to last very long. I'm really disappointed with this. All along these seams, it leaks. Can you see as it's raining, all the water is coming through. Now, on a plus side, it means it's watering my plants, but it's deteriorating really quickly. The door is just awful. It's shredded to pieces. The screws keep falling out. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with this cheap polytunnel this year. I'm hoping to get one more season out of it, but I'm not sure it will survive. Let's move on to some success stories. Cucumbers, I have got my first cucumbers coming in just here. This one here. This is an F1 variety called Delastar, I think, but there's quite a lot coming, so I need to keep an eye on it. Courgettes. My goodness, the courgettes have been incredible. Look at this. They only started cropping a week or two ago, and already they're like this. These are incredible. I've harvested half a dozen of these already. I think I've got another one over here. Yep, I spotted it earlier. My goodness. The ironic thing is, my family don't even really like courgettes. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. I have snuck them into crumbles before. I actually made an apple, I called it an apple crumble, and I sliced the courgettes up like apple and put some cinnamon on them, and they enjoyed it. So, success stories. We've had a great crop of lettuce. It's now all gone to seed. I'm just feeding the chickens that. I've sown some more. The Welsh onions have been brilliant. I've been eating these daily. I just snip them off and chop them onto my salad. So every day I'm eating from the garden. I'm eating a salad with Welsh onions, parsley, lettuce, the odd carrot. I forgot to mention the carrots. Other herbs. What else am I having? Eggs from the chickens. I feel like I'm missing something. What else am I having in my salads? Beetroot, sorry, yeah, beetroot. So every day I'm having a salad of some sort of that. I would say that 50% of my food that I am eating is coming from this garden. So it's not all doom and gloom, but next year I need to really rethink things and think about pest control. Other successes, so like I say, I'm doing well with the courgettes. The tomatoes, so it's only in one area of the garden that the tomatoes are not doing that well, being eaten, but they're doing really well in other places. This is one called Bloody Butcher, and that seems to have been the earliest one to harvest. I'm harvesting tomatoes about a month earlier than normal at the moment, so it's because it's been so mild. The onions are all doing really well. So the lettuces I've been harvesting, I've also been harvesting cabbage and broccoli and lots of berries, black currants, gooseberries, rhubarb, strawberries, but I realised that I don't have enough. We're eating them fresh, and because we're really focusing on eating them fresh, we need to focus on getting a lot more grown next year if we want to preserve them for winter use. So it's definitely something to consider when you plan your garden. So I'm going to harvest the potatoes now for lunch, and I'm probably going to leave it here. So it was a quick whistle stop tour. I will be back making videos again, hopefully with an improved foot, and I'll be hoping to get videos up regularly, monitoring the progress. I'll show you in the next video the cottage garden that I've been trying to create again. It's getting there and I'm quite pleased with it, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also if you want to see more of this, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.